there, and welcome to my Decorate With Me video. This video isn't really going to have any cleaning element to it. It's just going to be a little bit of taking down my old decor and then mostly putting up new fall decor. I'm going to be focusing in on our front room, which is kind of our more formal space. We have 3 kids, so I wouldn't really call any space in our house super formal. But it is the space where we don't actually store any toys or books or anything kid related. And then also we're going to be doing our family room, which is the space where the kids are kind of in a lot more and where we do a lot of living. So go ahead and either get a cup of your favorite fall drink for some cozy fall decor inspiration, or go ahead and get up and get into your own space that you want to decorate, and let's get going. So today's video is going to be a little bit more of a relaxing decorate with me or watch and get inspiration type of video. And we're going to start here in the front room. I'm going to start with a piano, which is one of my favorite places to decorate. It's a spot that you see like right when you come in the front door. And I also really like it because it's a little higher and it's flat against a wall. So I have a little more confidence putting things that might be breakable or things that I don't really want the kids to touch on this space. Now, with 3 kids, I don't really put out anything that I would care a lot about if it were to break or it could be dangerous for the kids. Yes, I'll put a candle on this piano, but honestly, I don't frequently light the candle that's out here on the piano if the kids are out and about and playing. But it is a spot that I feel a little bit more confident putting those things in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get going here on the piano, and then I'm gonna move to the couch. I've got a pillow and a great color blanket that I use to add kind of just like a pop of color in this room, and then a couple other small touches. So if you watched my other fall decorate with me video where I did the kitchen and the dining room, you will recognize this tall dark gray vase with the yellow floral from the dining room because I used it as my centerpiece on the dining room table. And I do think it looked really good there, but as I was looking at this space, I wanted something with a little bit more height. And this was the perfect piece for what I wanted to do on this little side table. So I went ahead and I did take this from the dining room and I moved it in here. And I would just encourage you, if you have something and as you're decorating, you think, oh, that thing that I put in whatever spot you put it would look much better here, you can go ahead and move it. When you put something out, it doesn't have to stay there for the whole season. And I'd encourage you to, play around with a couple of different options if you're so inclined. So right here, I'm gonna actually put some leaf garland here at the bottom of the steps. I really like putting garland here, whether it's in the fall or in the winter, just because it is a space that can be seen from a large area, like on the first floor. One way that you could add a little bit more to this would be to put lights with it. I decided not to this time, but that would definitely be a good idea if you were looking to add a little bit more. The way I secure the garland is on the far side, I'm able to use a screw that is holding the banister to the wall, and I'm able to put the hook at the end of the garland around that screw, and then I just take the garland all the way down the banister. Then on the side that's closest to the camera, I don't have that, so I just wind a couple of loops around to get the garland where I want it near the top. And then I go back to the top and kind of attach it to itself. So if you were to pull on this, it would come down, but as long as you don't disturb it too much, it's actually pretty secure. I have plenty of garland here, so I have extra length that I can easily work with, and it winds up looking pretty good in the end. So here in the bathroom, this is just a small half bath, and I'm not going to do a whole lot. I'm going to put out some fall scented soap and a little sign about pumpkins with a little pumpkin. Both those things, if they get a little bit of water on them, they're going to be okay. Now, I also had these blankets stored in the basement for the last 10 months, so I am going to go ahead and throw them in the washer so that they're nice and fresh and clean. want to show you kind of how I'm going to decorate my shelves here in our family room. Here in the middle, I've got a lot of items you will find on my shelves year round, and I'm going to use those in fall too. Now here on the left, I've got a couple of pumpkins and signs. All of that is coming from stuff that I've had for years. A couple of leaves and a few picks over there too. And then here's some more pumpkins and foliage. I will let you know that this one that's like the orange plaid, that came from Kirkland's this year, and then these two brown and like cream ones, those came from Walmart for like $2 or $3. But other than that, pretty much everything here is stuff that I had, but I like to rearrange it on empty shelves, and I think it just helps it feel refreshed, and I enjoy that process. So what I do is I empty out my shelf. Now the top there, I've emptied and dusted, and I know I want that to stay. So I went ahead and put that back because I know what I want there. And then I'll decorate, like kind of taking that into account. And then over here, I also have my top shelf. I know I want it to stay. I might add a pumpkin or something up there, but the basic, format up there is gonna stay the same. And then the kids stuff I have down on the bottom, I know I want to keep. So this is what we're gonna start with. So let's get going. Now I'm going to transition over to the couch where I'm going to add a pillow and a blanket. The blanket is not only great from a decor standpoint because of how much space it takes up visually and its great fall color, but also because it's a really good size and super cozy. I got it at Costco a few years ago for about $15. Now I also like to recognize that this is a kid's space, so I am going to set out on the table here, instead of decorations, books for the kids. These are going to be fall themed books. Most of them are from the library and a couple are from our collection.